Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Orioles today is Dennis Martinez, whose record is 6-8 with a 4.57 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 6-2 with a 3.18 ERA. So we had the single largest inning that we've ever had during the sim. We had a 10-run second inning yesterday. Spoiler alert, I suppose. If you haven't watched the game, you should. Just for that 10-inning explosion. It was really a lot of fun. Eddie Murray hit a grand slam in the inning. It was his fourth of his career. And Glenn Wilson had a 2-run home run that inning. And in fact, he had 2 home runs in the game. So a double-dong day for Glenn Wilson. Jack Morris pitched well, got his 9th win on the season, and we head back home to face the Orioles. So I feel pretty good about that victory. Let's take a look at the Baltimore Orioles team page, as we do every time we start a new series here. You'll see their injuries. John Castino, he will be back the day after our series ends. So we won't see John Castino. It'll be Doug DeCinces at third base. Rick Manning comes back in a couple weeks, and it won't be long before Scott McGregor is back as well. You see here their top prospects. Manuel Cazarin. I have no idea who that is. I've never heard of that guy. Charlie Hayes and Randy O'Neill there. And they have some major players who are going to have their contracts go to free agency at the end of the year, including today's starting pitcher, El Presidente, Dennis Martinez. You can check out their overall stats here. You see Alan Ramirez, who we won't see, thank goodness, leading the team in ERA and wins. Bruce Suter's got 16 saves. Wayne Krenchicki leading the team with a 309 batting average. Jim Traber, 13 home runs, and their leading stolen base guy only has 8 on the season. That's Alan Bannister. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Let's see here. We have Dave Rozema on the mound. The current Oriole lineup is batting .282 against him. That's in 127 plate appearances. We called up Jerry Uger for a new relief arm to give Dave Smith a break in the minors, and he pitched 2 innings yesterday. He will not be available today. So 1 less righty out of the bullpen. And then Dennis Martinez is a right-handed pitcher. Here's our lineup today versus the righties, and Ricky Henderson not available today. He is listed as tired. And we're doing everything we can to keep him healthy for the entirety of the season. Let's go ahead and officially do the lineup rundown for the Baltimore Orioles. Batting leadoff, playing left field, is Alan Bannister. Batting second, playing second base, is Wayne Krenchicki. Batting third and DHing is Greg Luzinski. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Jim Traber. Batting fifth, playing third base, is Doug DeCinces. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, is Robin Yount. Batting seventh in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting eighth in center field is Ron LeFlore. And batting ninth and catching today is Ray Smith. Let's take a look at Dave Rozema. He had a couple bad starts there. And his last start, that's right. His last start was the bad one. It was 5 innings, giving up 6 runs on 7 hits to the Blue Jays. 3 home runs. He gave up all 3 home runs in that game to Lloyd Mosby. So not a very good performance. Making his 15th start, he's 6-2 with that 3.18 ERA. His ERA is still pretty low for a guy that just gave up 6 runs. He has 46 Ks and 79 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .266 against him. Complete game shutout, and we know he's not doesn't have a fastball. His sinker is his best pitch. It's rated an 85. Overall, he's rated an 84, and he doesn't go to free agency until 1985. So we have a couple more years left of Dave Rose before we decide what to do with him. Okay, let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. Since we don't have Henderson in the ball game, we have Gold Glovers just at first and second base today. And Alan Bannister leading off against Dave Rozema and a 3-0 count. And Rosie does something he doesn't do very often, walk a batter on 4 straight pitches. So the leadoff man is on, and as we mentioned, he does have the most stolen bases on the team. 2-1 count to Krenchicki, ground ball to first. We can't turn 2, maybe that was a hit and run. But Bannister is in scoring position for the Bull, Greg Luzinski. Luzinski batting .287 with 11 home runs on the season and another walk from Rozema. Okay, that is a really bad sign for this game. If he's walked 2 batters here in the first, we need a ground ball to turn 2 here with poor speed at first and Jim Traber not particularly quick in his own right. There's a ground ball to first. That should be a double play. No, how did that happen? That makes no sense. The only play was for Murray to step on the bag. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Doug DeCinces, who is getting the opportunity to get some at-bats after spending the majority of the early part of the season in AAA, and he hasn't done anything. His OPS is sub 500. That is pretty pathetic, but he can right the ship here with a base hit. 2 down, runners to second and third, and a base hit. Yep, that was always going to happen. So that is a double for DeCinces. That is his second double, and it's 2-0 Baltimore early on here. Robin Yount up next with a ground ball to Whitaker, and that'll do it. So the 2 walks come back to haunt Rosie, and we go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Tigers lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second and DHing today is Greg Brock. Batting third at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and catching today is Terry Kennedy. Batting sixth, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting seventh in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting eighth in right field is Glenn Wilson. And batting ninth in center field is Eddie Miller. Let's take a look at El Presidente. Dennis Martinez making his 16th start of the season, 6-8, with a .457 ERA. He's thrown 102 1/3 innings pitched with 62 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .246 against him. He's got 4 complete games and a shutout. And I want to say he had a shutout. Yeah, his one shutout was against Detroit way back on May 3rd, giving up just 3 hits and 4 Ks in that ball game. His most recent appearance against Detroit, we got a small amount of revenge against him, giving him the loss, scoring 3 runs on 6 hits. He didn't walk anybody in that ball game, though. So a pretty solid performance, I suppose. So we know Martinez has got some good stuff. Here is the defense for the Orioles. Gold Glovers somehow in right field with Singleton. And Ron LeFlore won a Gold Glove in center field in 1980. Sweet Lou leading off against Dennis Martinez. Here we go. 2-2 count, and he strikes out looking. Okay, 1 down. Here is Greg Brock. Brock still hitting righties pretty well, batting .339. He draws a walk here on 4 consecutive pitches. That's going to bring up Eddie Murray, runner on first. We're going to hit and run, get Brock moving, stay out of the double play. A grounder to short. That'll get Brock over. and give Mickey Hatcher a shot with 2 down to knock in a run. Hatcher, he took a big offer yesterday in that great second inning. Didn't participate in that. There's a base hit to center field, and the Tigers are on the board. Hatcher coming through today with his 50th RBI on the season. Nicely done. I don't know what I'm more impressed by, his 8 walks or his 50 RBIs. Terry Kennedy up next, runner on first. Letting Terry Kennedy swing away, hits a line drive to second, and the Tigers get one of the runs back on the Hatcher single. We go to the top of the second. Kenny Singleton leading off, batting .284 with 4 home runs. Lost his power a little bit this season as he hits a fly ball that is easily caught out there in center field by Eddie Miller. Here's Ron LeFlore. LeFlore batting .195, getting the everyday duties, and with Rick Manning injured, and now doing well. .195, 6 home runs, and 83 was his last year in the majors. So this might be it for Ron LeFlore, lining out to right. It's going to bring up Ray Smith, batting .258. And a grounder to Whitaker, who boots it. Oh, come on. So I noticed every once in a while when I'm bored, I'll just pull up the game and look at the weird stats. That is only the 9th error on the season for Whitaker, and yet he is well behind his pace from last year. So not having a good defensive year, and a base hit will score Smith. So the error is costly. It is 3-1 Baltimore. Wayne Krenchicki with 2 down, hits a ground ball to Whitaker, and he fields this one cleanly. So a costly error gives a run back to the Orioles. See if we can get the offense going. Alan Trammell leading off, and a base hit. Second hit for the Tigers today. Do we want to go for 2? We do not. I'm actually giving some serious consideration to not playing Alan Trammell versus righties. He hits, I'm sorry, not righties, versus lefties. He hits righties so well, he does not hit lefties for some reason. And we have Doug Baker. Gibson, absolutely terrible lately. Strikes out looking. We're going to hit and run with Glenn Wilson. Wilson had 2 home runs yesterday, 4 RBI, looking pretty solid. Ground ball to short. That'll get Trammell over, and that will leave it up to Eddie Miller to get a 2-out rally going here. Miller off to a pretty good start since getting called up. And a comebacker to Martinez. That'll do it. We strand a runner at second. We go to the top of the third. Rosie had 43 pitches as Greg Luzinski steps in, and he's going to dump it into left center field for a base hit. So all 3 innings, the leadoff man has got on base. We need a double play here. Wow, that was a perfect pitch for Traber to crush. Instead, he just sends a fly ball out to right field. I don't know how he missed that 71-mile-an-hour curveball. Rozema has definitely lost something in his skill set. He's a ground ball pitcher who's giving up a ton of fly balls right now. As DeCinces flies out to left. And Robin Yount with 2 down. There he goes. 2-run shot to dead center field, and it's 5-1. So this is going to be the game that, we won yesterday's game by 12 runs, right? And so this is going to be the game that brings us a little bit closer in that run differential to right around 100. If my theory is correct, and I've played so many games that I know it is, and there's another error. So, this game is pretty much over. That's a base hit. Oh, no, it'll be caught. So, an error by Hatcher. The runner stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the third. Here's Sweet Lou. Struck out the first time up. Hits a ground ball to first. One down. Ground ball from Brock. And Murray, a little duck snort to left center field. Carries deep enough to be caught by all the terrible outfielders out there. Somehow make all the plays. We go to the top of the fourth. Tigers are down 4. We've got to try to get Rosie at least another inning. There's another base hit. Everybody's getting on base. There's another base hit. All right, so we are down a right-hander. We're going to have to keep our fingers crossed here. I mean, this is going to get... I mean, they're going to score at least double digits in this game. We know that. We're going to pull the infield in and do our best, but if Luzinski goes deep here, I will not be surprised. A ground ball to Whitaker. They do go home. There's one out. Let's see if we can get a double play here. Now, I mean, again, not great speed on this team in general, but certainly not on the base path. Jim Traber, a lefty, ground ball. It's turn 2. And we get out of it. Nobody scores. We finally keep them off the board. Not that it means much, as Hatcher, it's his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2. Let's see if we can get something going with the hit and run. And there we go. Terry Kennedy with a base hit in the center. So, holding them to no runs last inning, giving us a chance here to turn the tide. Another hit and run situation. There's a ground ball into the hole at short. Nice play by Yount. A run scores. So we get one of the runs back. Let's see if Gibby can contribute for once. He walks. Not un-Gibby-like. So first and second, one down, and a swing of the bat here could tie the ball game. That would be a miracle. Maybe a dump into right center field. Oh, yeah, flush that dump. Base hit. Run scores. It's first and third with one down. I'm a child. First and third, one down. 2 runs in. Here's Eddie Miller. Miller doesn't have much of a skill set, but somehow he manages to get on base. He's 0 for 1 today. Puts the ball in play. I don't think he's going to get a double play here. Oh my God, a 3-run home run from Eddie Miller, and the Tigers take the lead. Now that's Miller's first home run of the season. He did have 3 dongs last year. The guy's got no power, and yet he somehow is a great contributor. That was amazing. A 5-run 4th inning for Detroit. It was like as soon as we took Rosie out of the ball game, everything changed. And, it really makes me very concerned for our starting rotation as Brock lines out. With Morris, we pretty much know what we're always going to get from him. But with the rest of my rotation, Rosie, Andahar, Filer, and Brian Kelly, I mean, who knows? Every game is a total crapshoot. Thomas walks the leadoff guy. Here's Robin Yount. Base at the left. Infield in. Infield in. Oh, wow. So, a nice job there by Thomas putting on his big boy pants. Getting a strikeout. We're going to bring the corners in this time. Ground ball to short. That should score a run. Game is tied once again. And Ray Smith hits a rainbow to the left. This has been a sloppy game all around. Starting pitchers have been terrible. Defense has been bad. And we head to the top of the fifth. We're all square. It's like we're starting over. Murray, ground ball back to the pitcher and an error. Yep. Well, at the very least, this game has been entertaining and unpredictable. I have no idea which way this game is going to go. We've got Mickey Hatcher with his 92 rated contact. So we're going to hit and run. And he pops it up. Another error? Nope. All right. Well, let's see if Terry Kennedy can keep the good vibes going here. Striking out. He cannot. He's got bad vibes. Trammell, 1-2 count. Strikes out. So 4 Ks for Martinez. That couldn't have went any worse. We go to the top of the 6th. Alan Bannister leading off. Bannister, Krenchicki, and Luzinski. There we go. Nice K from Thomas. Strikeout number 2. Wayne Krenchicki hits a high fly ball to left center field. 2 down, and here is the bull, Greg Luzinski. A base hit to right. So runner on first for Jim Traber. And he strikes out. Okay. Good job by Thomas. He did give up the run in the 5th, but actually not a bad performance. That probably will be the end for him today. We go to the bottom. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. I mean, Miller's home run, which gave us the lead, is the big hit of the ball game. But we can't deny that Hatcher's 2 for 3 with the ribby has been productive. So we'll see what happens next as Gibby will lead off. Gibby walks for the second time? That is weird. But we'll take a hit and run. You know what? I forgot. What is Smith? Is he an 82 or 84? 84. Let's try hitting and running. And if this doesn't work, then we're going to send Gibby. But I like Wilson in this situation to hit and run. Yeah, base hit to left. So that was a good call. I could have had him in scoring position for a base hit. Now we're going to sack bunt. They're not going to see this coming. I don't do this very often. So we might catch him off guard here with a Eddie Miller, 2 tickets to paradise situation. And he strikes out. 2 tickets to hell. Why can't we ever come through in those situations? That is so frustrating. Yeah, all right. There we go. Brockness Monster gets it done. We're sending everybody home. Wilson safe, even with his terrible speed. Tigers get 8 runs on El Presidente. He's been impeached. We're going to bring in Luis De Leon, and he is making his 17th appearance, 1-0, with a 6.86 ERA, 12 Ks in 19 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting .310 against him. 92 mile-an-hour fastball is pretty solid. Ground ball percentage is 41%. Fastball is his best. Oh, look at this. 1 day until rested. He's actually already tired. And they're going to throw him in there anyway. I like to see that happen. By the way, that was Greg Brock's, I believe, 6th double of the season. Yeah, 6. Because I believe he had number 5 yesterday. Okay, so the Tigers regain the lead. It's 8-6, 2 down, runners on second base, and Eddie Murray at the plate. He gets jammed inside. And a ground ball to third will finish it off. So we head to the 7th inning. Now, we only have 1 righty in the bullpen, right? That is Weaver. So I am not comfortable taking out Roy Thomas. Now, he does have a pretty high endurance, so, I mean, he could probably, well, he could definitely go 1 more inning, and if he does well, he could probably get 2. So unless we get to these left-handers, I think we have to keep Thomas in there, and he walks the first guy. All right, runner on first, double play situation. We're going to guard the lines here. We do have a Hall of Famer at the plate. Here we go. Ground ball to short. That's a tailor-made double play. Yes. Good job by Thomas. 6-4-3 double play. Here's Kenny Singleton. Singleton over 3 today with a strikeout. And he walks it. Come on. Now his pitch count is getting up there. He definitely cannot go another inning. We may have to ask Weaver to go 2 for the save. And he strikes out LeFlore. Okay, good job. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Mickey Hatcher leading off, 2 for 3 with a ribby. Ground ball to first. Play is made by Traber. Terry Kennedy up next. He hits a fly ball to center field, 370 feet. Pretty deep. Kennedy goes to 1 for 4 today. And then Trammell gets an infield single. Lame. We're going to have him steal second base, though. Only a 69% chance. We got a righty on the mound and a decent defensive catcher. But with 2 down, let's try to get a runner in scoring position. It's worth the risk. And he's caught stealing, so that's the way it goes. Sometimes it's pretty obvious to everyone. That's only his second caught stealing on the year, so he's been pretty good up to that point. Okay, so we're taking... Oh, shoot. Should we... Gosh, I feel like an idiot. But should we try to stretch him for 2 more batters before we bring in a left-hander? Yes. Oh, no. No, let's go stay in the park. That's warning track power. 346 feet, 1 down. Okay, Thomas, come on, buddy. 1 more batter. This guy's a hero of the ball game. Popping it up on the infield. Terry Kennedy camping under it. Oh, no, I knew it. I knew it. You knew it. We all knew it. Son of a motherless goat. All right. I think we go to Rucker. He's pitched the least amount of innings of the lefties, and he is our setup guy. He also does get righties out well. So we're going to bring in Rucker. Wayne Krenchicki batting 143 versus left-handers. Outfield in. He's not going to hit a home run, and we want to prevent anything from falling in. There's a base hit to right. I mean, I don't know what to do. Now, Luzinski hits lefties really well, and he's got some home runs there too. And Rucker, well, righties have had better success lately. So maybe that was just an anomaly that he was getting them out so easily. I mean, we have to bring in Weaver to get a 4-out save. This is a big at-bat. And Weaver has just been hot trash. Yeah, that 4-run game was about as bad as it could get. He hasn't had a save in 5 appearances. Here we go. This is a big at bat right here. We're going to play everything straight away. 1 down. And he gets him to pop up, but who knows? So the 4th error on the Tigers, and now we have a lefty. We have to pull the infield in. No, I guess we don't have to pull the infield in. But this is, this is building to something for a reason. So this is a grand slam home run here. I think, no matter how you slice it. The 2 walks and the base hit. The 2 errors and the base hit. It's not happening for no reason at all. Ground ball to second. A run scores. And Doug DeCinces up. Now, DeCinces having a terrible season, but he did drive in the first 2 runs of the game. Playing straight away. And Weaver strikes him out. Wow. Somehow we managed to get out of an inning that looked like we were doomed. And I think it was Dave that said, sometimes, I'll say, that run doesn't mean anything. And I think this is a perfect example. Like, that run that scored at the moment doesn't mean anything. It kind of allowed us to get to the point where we could get out of that inning. Maybe not the best example, as Gibby leads off against the new pitcher. It's Tim Stoddard, who is having a mediocre year in relief. Not a great fastball, but that is his best pitch. Rated 79 overall. Goes to arbitration at the end of the season. Okay, so here's Gibby. He's 0 for 1, walked twice. Still, though, hasn't had a hit in, it seems like forever. Popping it up. 1 down. Here is Glenn Wilson. Big Willie style, flipping it to right, base hit. That's an example of Wilson getting a triple. Wow. That's an example of a bad defender finally paying off for us. That is Glenn Wilson's second triple of the season. And the defense is going to be pulled in for Eddie Miller, whose sacrifice bunt. That was a big miss. Let's see if he can sack fly. He's got to have at least 1 sack. And a comebacker to Stoddard. So we'll try to steal second. There we go. Miller's second stolen base on the season. And Ken Liu come through. Oh my God! Wow. We head to the 8th inning. A chance here for Weaver to get a save. We do have a switch hitter, Singleton, coming up, but otherwise it's all righties. Defensively, this is as good as we get. And Robin Yount leading off the top of the 9th. Here we go. Fly ball to center field. That's an easy play for Miller, but could be error number 5 on the day. Who knows? Now, this is going to be the tough one here. Singleton, he is only batting .253 versus right-handers. Base hit to center field. Singleton, first hit of the day. Next up, Ron LeFlore. Now, we know Singleton's not going to run. He's got a 57 speed. Can we turn 2 here, though, and get this game over with? Nope, another base hit. All right. Now we got to guard the lines. Ray Smith, base hit. Now we got to pull the infield in. Alan Bannister. Is that going to be deep enough to score Singleton? Yep. The game is tied. And that'll give him the lead. And a walk. Tigers are losing 10-8. They're going to bring in Bruce Sutter. 23rd game on the year. He's got 16 saves, 2 blueys. Not much of a fastball, but his splitter has always been his biggest pitch. One of the best splitters of that era, maybe ever, actually. 96 rated. 30 years old and doesn't go to free agency until next season. Rock walks. Murray. Base hit. Nope. Okay, so now we got a pinch run for Murray with Dougie Baker. First and second, so not really hitting a run situation, but it is Eddie Mickey Hatcher, so we feel good about Sticky Mickey. Never mind. Base hit from Kennedy. Will Brock score? He does. That is the tying run at third, so you know the hit and run is on. We're going to pinch run for Kennedy with Hojo. And here we go. Of course. That's the ball game. Let's take a look at the standings. I don't care. Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, of course. New York wins. Headline news. Pat Tabler gets 5 hits in a Cubs trouncing. 5-for-5 performance. Wow, Tabler batting .329. Interesting. Okay, that's it. Transactions. Boomer Wells in our minor league system is going to be down for 6 days. Who cares? There's a few things here. So Richard Dotson of the White Sox gets a 4-year extension. I believe he is technically their staff ace, but he's not having a very good year. $680,000. Alan Ramirez, the Orioles could afford another injury. Is going to miss 1 start, maybe 2. Cubs starter Steve Luby Lubers is going to miss a long time, the rest of the season, at any rate. So we'll see who takes his spot. I think they have Randy Johnson on that team. It's in AAA. And the Giants, starting second baseman is going to be out for a couple of weeks. The Giants' offense is horrible in this game. And Paul Mitchell, great hair, not a good pitcher. His last season, I remember I did a deep dive on him in the 1980 season, and I want to say there was something interesting about his career, and I can't remember what it was. Was it something like he hit a home run in his first at-bat in the major? I don't know. There was something about him that was interesting, but I can't remember what it was. It's unimportant. He's retired. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. We were never going to win this game despite coming back all these times. The 4 errors, I mean, our bullpen is shite right now. Our starters are terrible. Our defense is terrible. Our hitting has never let us down, despite so many, injuries and players we've traded away. Player of the game, in a way, it kind of deserves to be Roy Thomas, but we're going to give it to Glenn Wilson, back-to-back player of the games. He had 3 hits, 1 being a triple. And that caught stealing. This was total fucking bullshit. I mean, I have to be honest. I mean, in that situation, for a contact hitter to miss the hit and run, to get thrown out, and then a contact hitter getting struck out to end the game. I mean, that is, there's nothing we could do about that. So, okay, we're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.